I've spent over $25 million on Facebook ads, tested thousands and thousands of ad creatives, and overseen more than 200 unique ad accounts. And in this video, I'm compressing 8 years of brutal lessons, $10,000 mistakes, and more than that, and everything I've learned into these 8 years just in 40 minutes. This is not going to be theory. This is going to be real world data with actual examples of unique campaigns that I have scaled to 2 million in revenue with 500K in ad spend, from me helping clients go from 40K a month to 700K a month in revenue, from 700K a month to 3.3 million a month in revenue. So if you're in e-commerce, if you're running Facebook ads, you're doing any marketing effort and you're not seeing the results you want, stick till the end of this video. This is going to be one of my biggest masterpieces on YouTube, and it can change the game for you. Let's dive in. All right, my friends, let's run it. So 8 years of Facebook ads experience in 30 minutes. I have an ambitious goal for this video. I'm gonna compress $25 million in ad spend, 8 years running ads, overseeing 200 plus ad accounts in this just one video. So as you see, I published my first ad 2017. I think this was the first one, but I have no idea. It might be 2016 towards the end of the year. I don't know. But basically this was the old ads manager back in the day, the golden era for the OGs. And this is a cute picture of myself with my first Shopify sale of $34.95 in 2017 back in my parents' basement, the good times. So since then I've accumulated in ad spend $25 to $35 million. I don't know the exact count. I tried to count it one time. I've got this Excel with $29 million in ad spend. I don't know exactly because many ad accounts I did not count the ad spend, so I have to put there an approximation. I don't have access. More or less, that is it. Way over 20 million. Last couple of years, I spent with 3 accounts only $9 million, generating 32 million for these 3 clients. And yeah, that's basically proof. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you already know everything. And that's me in the Meta headquarters in private events. I want to put in this video all of this information and lessons that I've learned in this period of spending so much money, coaching so many people, as you see in here, overseeing so many ad accounts, getting access to Meta, putting all of those brutal lessons into just one video. So many years in the game, so much volume, the variety. Because at the end of the day, expertise in this game, in Facebook ads, comes from, yes, you have to manage a lot of ad spend, but also you have to see variety, lots of ad accounts, troubleshooting people that are spending little money, people that are spending a lot of money. See a lot for many years and see the evolution of the platform to have this perspective that I have right now and I want to share with you today. To do that, we're going to follow this structure, and I've got a super quick challenge to start the video, which is going to be summarizing the whole strategy, this 25 million strategy, in 30 seconds. So we're going to put the counter here to start the video, and I'm going to give you a summary of the strategy. After that, we've got 5 chapters where in each one, I'm going to reveal a lesson. So the only creative that scale, the one campaign that generated 2 million euros in revenue, so over $2 million, more than that, for one client. The learning phase lie, $10,000 mistakes, scaling secrets they don't teach you. And then I'm going to give you something practical, no matter your level, doesn't matter. I'll give you something practical. How I would start if I just had $500 to spend on ads. If I wanted to scale to 1K a day, what would I do? And if I wanted to scale to 10K a day, what would I do? Then rapid fire, 10 things that kill ROAS. Is mindset important to finish up the video? And then I'll give you a recap that you can take and use it this week, next week, or put it as a challenge for you to apply on May. For example, the month of May, you will implement a few of these things. So let's go into the video. Let's get it started. I think I have nothing else from the intro. You know the goal of the video: expertise, coaching a lot of people, and that's overseeing so many accounts. That comes from my agency work, so running ad accounts, one-on-one coaching that I've been doing for many years, group coaching, my accelerator program, where I have lots of brands, lots of agencies, media buyers that are running multiple ad accounts per media buyer, a lot of information. Anyways, let's go into the challenge. So the 30-second challenge, I'm not going to give you any spoiler. Let me take a sip of water, and we will put the countdown to 30 seconds. Let's go. And by the way, this is going to be, if not my best, one of my best videos. if you don't have the time to watch it right now, just save the link and watch the full thing. I don't care, whenever you want, during the week, tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. Just save the link, watch it later, because it's a video that is worth it. That's my honest opinion, okay? Let's go to the challenge. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the $25 million strategy in 30 seconds. Facebook ad scaling is like a series of waterfalls like this. Every step is necessary. Every waterfall takes you to the next one. And the goal is not only to get to the end right here, but for the first waterfall to consistently keep pouring water through the series of waterfalls and keep filling up the bottom all of the time. So once product market fit is found, this is what you have to do. All right, so we start with research framework and how to sell your product. When you understand this, we go into the next waterfall, which is media buying and ad creatives as the first ones. And then as soon as the CPA starts to go up, ROAS inconsistency goes down, we look into the sales process and we find the bottleneck. We fix the bottleneck and we look into the next level of growth. To boost sales every now and then, we create revenue peaks with flash campaigns, put a very solid mindset on top of it, consistency, execute, and you will hyperscale. I don't know if that was 30 seconds, I tried, but now we have a little bit more time to develop all of this and actually give you my brutal lessons. Let's get started. So chapter number 1, the only creative that scales. Here's a checklist of what I've seen when I've had ad creatives running for, you will see it here. I don't know, I've got some creatives still active on a screenshot from yesterday that have been active since November 2024. Yeah, so also 2022, but this is retargeting. And this one at Cost Cap 150, that's a campaign that I had active for 3 years. So what happens with those creative that scales, that last for a long time? They target a mass desire, and we will talk about this in the next few minutes a little bit more. Target a mass desire, so it's not a super niche message, it's a mass desire. It's relevant to the user's state of awareness. It fits into the sophistication of your market. You have engagement and you reply to all the comments. Over at least 50 purchases accumulated. It's out of learning phase. You show the product, so it's not this ambiguous creative that you don't know exactly what it's selling. No, it's clearly that we're selling something. And it creates an expectation or future paces a result. There's some type of desire that people want to achieve, that want to get, that is in the creative. With all of these things, you can get to ad creatives like this one from Dr. Squatch that's been active since January of 2025. So this is what, 4 months? It's a lot of time nowadays. This one's from Scandinavian Biolabs from January 4th. Also 4 months. It's a lot of time, even over 4 months. Let me put the charger on. All right. The reach. So yeah, same thing, 4 months active. All of these creatives tell us some information that, like, why have they been active for so long? That needs to be studied. And this one's by Meller. You see, since May of 2024. So it's almost going to be 1 year that this is active. This is active. Same for these ones, since also May of 24, active. This is giving me some key information. So when you do creative research, look for the creatives that have been active for a super long time. So in Atria, for example, you can filter for longest running, something like this, longest running, longest time running, something like that. And you can see that. And if I see that from this ad account, for example, basically the creatives that the ad sets that I have in here are the same ones in here, but the time range is different. So last 30 days and maximum. So many of these, the ones that are on still, are these ones. And last 30 days, they're still producing a really good ROAS, 5.74, generating 160K every month. And many of these are, you see it here, campaigns, well, ad sets, actually, ad sets that I've had active for an absolutely long time. February 2023, this is off already. November 2024, September 2024, January 25, September 2024. So this is really what we're looking for. This is what we want. Because number one, it's comfortable. And two, the amount of purchases that are accumulated, I don't see it here, but that it's 1.4 million in ad spend accumulated in those few ad sets, 11 ad sets. And if I can keep them active here, it's a huge win for me. So it is comfortable. Chapter 2, the campaign that generated $2 million. A little bit more than that, let's say 2.1 or 2.2. The campaign was created on August 3rd of 2022. You will see that right here. Date created August 3rd, 2022. And I had to turn it off, not because I wanted to, because it was still profitable, but because we changed the catalog in the Commerce Manager. So I had to turn it off. Big pain in the ass, but it is what it is. The client's rule. So this is active for 892 days. 12,000 purchases, 44 per purchase. You see it here since 2022 and 2025. And I had to pause it. Amount spent 500K and generated in revenue, 2 million. ROAS 3.72. What did I have in this creative? I had a good offer for cold traffic. It was a CBO. I had 5 ad sets inside, mostly dynamic creatives, overbidding manual bid, which you see in here, cost cap 150, and budget increments following the wave surfing method. So at some points, this CBO was just spending 100 a day, no problem. But then in peak times, I had the CBO at 40,000, just for a specific period of hours, but I had it at 40,000 in budget. I should have taken screenshots of it. So basically on Black Friday, just put it at 40,000 for 4 hours. So it's been up and down like crazy, and that's the setup of this campaign. It was not an ABO, it was not automatic bidding, that was it. Can you do the same with another type of campaign? Probably yes. Chapter number 3, the learning phase lie. So 2 statements from Meta. Number 1, there are 2 delivery algorithms for your ads. Number 1, the exploratory algorithm and the optimized algorithm. This one has no name, but it's the good one. So when you're in the learning phase, they use the first algorithm, the exploratory, to deliver your ad. And when you exit the learning phase, they use the second algorithm, and the machine is much more efficient and smart. And basically, the exploratory algorithm, what it's doing is, it's just figuring out who is your customer. So they will show, if you're selling makeup, to give you a random example, if you're selling makeup, the exploratory algorithm will show your ads to men and women. And through machine learning, they will get to the conclusion of, oh, only women are clicking, then this is for women. It's a stupid algorithm. So that's what happens during the learning phase, with an extreme example. And then when to exit the learning phase, an active ad set needs to generate 50 conversions every 7 days. So if your average cost per purchase is $32, to exit the learning phase, you need to spend a minimum of 50 conversions at a cost of $32 per conversion. This is for 1 week, and if we divide it into 7, we see that we have to put a minimum ad set budget daily of $228.57 per ad set per day. It's a lot. So which one do I think is wrong? Because there's one that is kind of false. The second one, let's go to the example. So in this example, what you can see is, so in this ad set, in these 2 ad sets, in the last 7 days, there's 26 purchases and 35 purchases. Okay, so in no case, I'm doing 50 purchases per week, and it appears as active. And you might say right now, look, Manel, but maybe 1 month ago, you had 1 week where you did 50 purchases. And I'm going to say, maybe, let's check it out, but I don't think so. So when we check it out, I have to cover this. When we check it out, in this specific ad set, there is no week where I did 50 purchases. Maximum was 40. And here this is like 7 purchases, nothing here, this, and in this last week it's like 30 purchases. So I'm very far away from 50. Okay, then ad account 2, example 2. Let's see the selected one. So in the selected one, you can see that I have, sorry, this is a screenshot from today, but anyways, it appears as active. And you see other cases where I say creative fatigue, learning limited. Okay. And this is learning. Okay. But these ones are active. Okay, nice. Now let's check this one, UK Netherlands carousel. If we check UK Netherlands carousel right here, we see that since it has been active, which is in February, I have never generated 50 conversions per week. Never. And it appears as active. That's quite interesting. This. That is quite interesting, right? So you don't need 50 purchases every 7 days. The right quote here is you need 50 purchases since the last significant edit. 50 purchases since last significant edit. So you can be doing 10 purchases per week for 5 weeks straight with no significant edits, and you will exit learning phase. Is that clear? Because it's very confusing for people, and this will put a lot of pressure on you. That I have to put the ad sets at 300 daily ad spend to exit learning phase. Oh my God. No, just don't make any significant change and you will be successful with the learning phase. Chapter number 4, my $10,000 mistake. So I have 2 stories here, 2 big mistakes. Story number 1 is forcing video in an image ad account. So in 2021, I onboarded this brand that was spending per month like 150, and 80% or 90% of the ad account were just images. And we came in strong with video. You know, you have to do video. Video is the future. It's gonna sell better. It's gonna have more qualified clicks, etc. So we introduced video, and the goal was, or the promise, the hypothesis was, we're gonna be able to scale the budget to 300K per month, 400K per month if we introduce video. And we completely and absolutely failed. It felt like the account, I don't know, have you ever had the feeling that the ad account is used to something, and when you introduce something different, it breaks? So the ad account was kind of used to image ads. It was strange, but no video was working, and we tried all types of videos. We improved the images basically, and many other things, but after 1 year of working together, we scaled to 733,000 in ad spend in 1 month. So 700K from the initial 150, 100 something K that they were spending. And the big lesson here is that just do whatever the ad account is used to, and don't break it, don't go against it, just join that and scale it. So, but this costed a lot of money because we really forced the video thing with testing, and we failed on a lot of tests, especially at this scale. When you want to force something, it's going to cost a lot of money, the mistake. So big lesson there. And story 2 was, in this account, we accepted a free credit of 175K from Meta. Initially, this is free ad spend. So even if it's with a ROAS of 1.3 or something like that, it should be okay because it's free ad spend. Of course, when they give you these things, you commit that you will spend everything, because for the test to be successful, you have to spend all the money. Otherwise, they don't want to do it. So you cannot cut the test if you have no good ROAS at 10K in ad spend, you know? So you cannot change anything neither. So you cannot change the ad or the campaign setup. Once it's set up, it's set up. So basically, long story short, we had a ROAS of 1.02. So this is losing money, pretty much. And 175K, to give you context, is a lot of unprofitable purchases, a lot. Here's the problem. The account got used to 100 euro CPA. And it was never like that. This is super bad for the account. But because we had so many purchases, all of this, at this high CPA, then this high CPA contaminated the ad account. It was cascading in all the other ad sets, and it took me like 2 months to fix it and go back to normal. And the learning here was, do not tolerate bad metrics for a long period of time with a lot of ad spend for any excuse, as the account will get used to this high CPA. And Facebook will be like, oh, this advertiser is willing to pay now 100 for a purchase because I've had 200 purchases with a 100 euro CPA. So I'm going to give him more of that. Or I'm not going to give you any extra purchase until you spend 100 euros, because this way Facebook makes more money. So I don't know if this this is true that the account is going to get used to something, but I had this story and it took me almost 2 months to fix it and go back to the normal CPA, which is like half of this and even less, like 40, 35, something like this. So yeah, big lesson there. Chapter number 5, scaling secrets they don't teach you. Point number 1, scaling is not linear. It's not going to be one day I spend 100, then I spend 150, then 250, then 425, 600, 900, boom, I'm spending 1,000 a day. It doesn't work like that. You can see it in this example right here. This is an account, how much is this? Recently we scaled to 10K on a Sunday, and this is the ad spend on top. Do you think this is linear? Maybe it's the way that I'm doing it. Maybe some people do it linear, but in my experience, I've never had like a straight line, boom, 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 for more than 7 days, as you can see here. But more than this, it's impossible. At some point, you have to make corrections. So you see it right there, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. And when you're doing this, at the end of the day, if you look at it on a yearly basis and you put the filter on a weekly basis or monthly basis, yes, you go like this, boom. But on a daily, it's not linear. Do not expect it. So it's a lot smarter to do wave surfing. All right. So, and remember, in every single video, I say you want to scale in the best day of the week. So when we scaled to 10K recently, this level of ad spend, 9.7, it happened on a Sunday. So you see it right there, March 16th. It was on a Sunday. And the same thing goes for the ROAS. Like the ROAS is going from boom, boom, boom. We go below 4, then we go super crazy 8 because we decrease the budget. So whenever we decrease the budget, the ROAS goes crazy. If we increase, the ROAS goes down. As long as it doesn't go below 4, it's okay. But the ROAS is also dancing all of the time, same as the ad spend. So it's never linear. Point 2, things break at scale and you just have to expect it. Be confident in the fact that you will be able to fix it. But basically understand that what it takes to spend $100 a day is not the same as what it takes to spend $1,000 a day. And at some point of the scaling, you will start reaching very cold, not ready to buy audiences that will increase your CPA. And the question is, can you find a solution to that? The answer is yes. But just expect things to break, and when they break, the game starts. That's a good quote. So, yeah. The reason why scaling is not linear is partially due to this fact. So this is making this thing. Now I go up here, then I have to go down, and then I can go up slowly, and then I will have to go down here. It's the same thing, right? So, and you see it here like on a brand. Last year we scaled this client to 2.5 million. I contributed with Facebook ads. It's not like I scaled them to 2.5. I contributed, I did my part. And so check the blue line. It's never linear. And this is on a daily basis. You see how crazy it is. Flash campaign, Black Friday, Christmas, Boxing Day, Labor Day, summer sales. I don't know what is it. Product launches, another flash. It's never linear, right? Another thing, variance versus trends. Variance is when an ad set has a bad day, one bad day. Trends, like imagine that, I've had one ad set at ROAS of 4 for 1 week and today is 0.2. It's okay. It's just variance. It's not a trend. A trend is when you say an ad set has had a bad ROAS for 3 days straight, and I also see that the CTR is becoming worse and worse. So other metrics are telling me that this ad set is getting worse, and at the same time, it's been 3 days. So then we can turn it off, but do not turn off an ad set for one bad day. Learn to spot the trends, become smart, learn your ad account specifically, and try to look at more metrics before making a decision. Look at the CTR or maybe look at whose fault it is. Because if it's the fault of we didn't have stock of that product specifically, the ad is still good. Just keep it at low budget, restock, and then increase the budget again. But it's not like the ad is bad. So make sure you can analyze and look for trends when optimizing. And then the last point here, premium gasoline on a 2002 Toyota Prius will not get you to a smooth 250 kilometers an hour. You're still on a Prius, which means Media buying is not everything. Facebook ads is not everything. You have to work on the front-end offer. You have to work on the conversion rate and AOV, work on the messaging, and be precise as a sniper with your messaging. Work on the landing pages and a lot more things that will contribute to you building a Ferrari. And then, yes, you put the premium gasoline and you get to those smooth 250 kilometers an hour. Cool. But you can be the best media buyer in the world, that if the front-end offer is not right, or your pricing is 4 times higher than the competitors, and then the conversion rate is extremely low, and the messaging is not accurate, and the landing page looks really bad, it's unscalable. Last point. Do not be scared of audience overlap until you reach a certain scale. This is a little bit, controversial. Many people will be against it. Some people they look for efficiency since day one. I don't. So the advantage of audience overlap, which means having a lot of ad sets and a lot of campaigns and repeating the same ad in multiple campaigns, is being able to abuse horizontal scaling. So if I have one winning ad, looking into my strategy, it's not like this is my strategy, but to give you an extreme example, I've got the same winning ad in ABO, in Advantage Plus, in CBO cost cap, in CBO low bid cap, CBO high bid cap. And then if these two do not work today, it's okay because I will make these 3 work. Or if these 3 fail on Sunday, these 2 are compensating. But also I'm discovering the best way to scale that ad creative. It's not beautiful, it's not efficient, and it will create audience and auction overlap. But it allows for safe scaling and risk diversification, and I've successfully used it keep on using it in the initial stages of scaling. But what is not possible is that you're spending $150 a day and you're concerned about auction overlap. With $150 a day, you don't overlap shit. Like, the audiences are huge. So at that budget, focus on going horizontal, and then after that you scale, and when you see the problems coming, trim the fat and become efficient. But don't buy the $250 Nike running shoes when you cannot run 5 kilometers. Like, keep it in order. Let's keep on going. So I would start with just $500 in 2025. What would I prioritize if I had $500 to spend on ads? Time is it? So these 2 things. Thing number 1 is messaging, front-end offer. How do I craft incredible copywriting for my product? And 2, ad creatives. This is what I would put 80% of my time. And then 20% of my time, do I put ABO with 1 ad or 2 ads inside? All of these things, which are important, but not if you have $500. So point number 1, a lot of research, breakthrough advertising. And what you want to do is look at your market and think, okay, my disadvantage is the budget, but my advantage is that I can do research and I can improve what other people are offering because you are more flexible. So I'm going to create a much better offer than the existing in my market. And also I'm going to make 3 to 5 really, really, really good ad creatives. And what I'm going to do is, remember that before I showed you the longest running ads of a few brands? So I would take those longest running ads, for example, in Atria, you can do it with the filter, or you can do it manually in the ads library, it just takes more time. And I would look into those ads, study the ads, mix that study with my previous research and with the understanding of this book, and I would put those things together to improve the best ad creatives of my competitors. And then have one ABO testing campaign, put 3 ad sets, 1 ad per ad set, and put 1 Advantage Plus campaign. This is the simple part, especially at the beginning. At the beginning, you have to be a really good, flexible marketer that is going to improve the already existing things in your marketplace. Don't do the opposite thing. okay? I would not do it, which is make some really bad ad creatives, have a very weak front-end offer, and then try to beat the market, because instead of ABO, you had Advantage Plus. And instead of putting 2 ads inside, you put 7. No, okay? No, that's not gonna beat the market. You're actually not bringing any new value to the marketplace. You just have a different structure. Structure for later, okay? Now, how would I scale to 1,000 a day in ad spend in 2025? Let's imagine. Random example, CPM $5, I wish. That's 2,000 impressions a day, CTR of 1.5, that's 3,000 link clicks a day. Conversion rate of 2%, that is approximately 60 purchases a day. 60 purchases a day, 60 decisions requires something else. So you can see here an example. For this brand, last year, we were spending, at the beginning of the year, 500 a day. You see it, 500, 500, 500. Then towards April, we did some scaling and we got to 1.5K for a couple of days, and then down again to 1,000. So 500 to 1,000 a day. And this year, we've gone from 700 a day up to 1.5 to 1,000 a day. And now, with this trend, which is never linear, the record was almost 3K. So 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, almost 3K. So the learning here is that, number one, if you want to do 1K a day for the first time ever, option one, that I would, like the way that I would do it is, oh, and by the way, this is wrong here. Option one is wave surfing budgets. Wave surfing budgets means, just to give you one example, on the first of the month, when people have the salary fresh in the ad account, you scale your budget. It's just common sense. It's smart. You push the budget when the people have the salary in the bank account. Option two, you create a flash campaign like summer sales. And only during the urgency phase, where you have summer sales, discount, high conversion rate, urgency on the website, flash campaign ad creatives, and people have, like, there's more demand in the marketplace because everybody's doing a summer sale, then you push to 1K a day. That's if you want to do it for the first time ever. Now, if you want to hit consistent 1K days, introduce manual bidding. I would say mandatory, it's going to make your life easier. Audience amplification. So to amplify the audience, what can you do? You can add a new country. You can add the other gender. So if you sell unisex jewelry, start selling to the other gender. Add a new age group. Start selling to younger or older people. Older people. The other one, you can add a new product. So it's expansion. And option 6, which is the one that I like, is creative amplification. So what you want to do is you want to add to the ad account a new batch of an ad creative type that you have never tested in your life. Like, for example, UGC ads. Imagine you run an ad account where you have always made images and you've been able to scale to 700 a day. These extra 300 will come from a completely new ad creative format or type, UGC. Or discovering a new angle. So if you sell sleep supplements with the angle of beauty, why not sell a sleep supplement with the angle of, I don't know, testosterone or intelligence, whatever. Meaning, hey, if you sleep well, your testosterone will increase because a study said that it's going to increase your testosterone by 50%, whatever. That's going to unlock a new market. So that's going to allow you to scale further, okay? Now, if I had to hyperscale to 10K a day in ad spend right now in 25, what I would be doing, weekly wave surfing, pick the top day of the week, and in the top day of the week is when I spend those 10K, and then on Monday, I go back down to 6, 7, 8K, and then during the week, and then when I reach Sunday, I spend 10K a day. So that way, my approach to it initially, the creative reamplification will basically be, no, you don't want to have 5 winning creatives in the account. You have to have 5 winning creatives for 5 winners for serums, 5 winners for creams, or 5 winning ads for one country, 5 winning ads for the other country, or 5 winning ads for product 1 and product 2, or 5 winning ads for angle number 1 and angle number 2, whatever. But it's even more than amplification. Manual bidding, 100%. If you can do cost cap and bid cap at the same time, phenomenal. Aggressive retargeting, because 10K a day is quite risky. So you want to have this, safe it's just more safe to scale. That's it. If people don't buy on the first touch, which they don't, are going to be re-impacted 7 times till they buy. And then a very solid backend, which is the same as retargeting. So the email card recovery, returning customer rate of at least 20%. That's achieved through email and organic. And organic efforts. Be consistent in the organic. It gives a lot of trust. Now, rapid fire. Let's keep on going. 10 things that kill ROAS. Number 1, creative fatigue. That's just, it's the same ad that got stuck into the same audience. Facebook is not showing it to new audiences. Don't ask me why. And you have to rotate that. So you can either duplicate or just turn off the ad and go for another one. Lack of new winning ads, which is a lack of testing, which means you have a weak creative pipeline. This is going to kill your ROAS eventually because ads die. Having a weak offer in a saturated market. So if you're in a highly sophisticated market, which 80% of us, we are in a highly sophisticated market. If you offer no incentive, no improvement to the current offer, no extras, no differentiation, or the messaging is bad, that's really going to affect your ROAS. Wrong messaging that is not relevant for your audience. Study the state of awareness of your user and have a message as accurate as a sniper for those people. Keep it simple, but have an accurate message. Slow testing and quickly destroying your winners. I see it time and time again that people, it takes them a lot of time to find a winning ad creative for many reasons. And when they finally have one winning ad creative, they go and double the budget. And next day they double the budget again because they want to scale. And then the winner ad set is completely destroyed. Then point number 6, having a learning phase percentage higher than 60%. That you're just in the exploratory algorithm 60% of the times, so it's not good. Scaling during the wrong day of the week or of the month, whatever, but that would be if you want to scale to 10K a day in ad spend, don't do it on the 15th of the month, unless you're in the US that you have the double paycheck in the month. But don't make it when people don't have money. When they already spend their salary, don't go and scale to 10K a day for the first time that specific day. Then having a low AOB is really bad. Anything under $35 nowadays, depending on the country, this is unscalable. Because CPA, eventually, when you scale by default, it's going to go up. So 35 is going to give you very, very, very low margins, and it forces you to make so much volume, and volume is complex to manage as a business. Point number 9, no organic presence. It's ridiculous not having this. I'm not saying post every day. I'm saying just have the presence, set it up, and leave it there. And number 10, as I told you before, tolerating losing metrics which are going to cascade into the ad account. So do not tolerate a bad metric just to, now I'm waiting if it corrects. And for 7 days, you've had a really, really bad ROAS in a specific ad set. Turn it off. Is mindset important? Last point in the video. Short answer, no spoiler. Yes. And this is mainly to get to your personal level. I don't know what it is. So if you want to scale to $500 a day and you have never done it before, mindset will help you. If you want to spend 1K a day, if you want to spend 10K a day on Facebook, 50K a day, and you have never done it in the past, mindset exercise will help you. Why? Because you're scaling to levels that you have never touched before. How did I use it? I've got many books about mindset, subconscious, all of these things, self-image, and I've used many of them to scale everything in my life, like fitness, business, advertising, anything. The main one is understanding. Once I normalize these new levels of ad spend, take this word. Once I normalize these levels of ad spend in my subconscious, it becomes much easier to achieve those levels of scale. So let's do an example mindset exercise. Let's say you want to spend $2,500 in daily ad spend for the first time ever. And this is your goal until August. Okay. In the Black Friday workshop that we did last year with the members of the Accelerator, phenomenal workshop, in day 1 of 2, and in what was my part of the workshop, because I hired 4 or 5 coaches to deliver on other parts like CRO, email marketing, stuff like this. One of my modules in point number 3 was Black Friday mindset. And I gave them the specific exercise that I'm going to simplify for you right now. And I also have it as the first module in my online program. It is extremely important to have this. I make everybody go through this exercise and I repeat it time and time again. Something that I'm using, something that works, no matter what you do. So first module, hyperscaling mindset. And then we can talk about the algorithm, advanced meta media buying 1 and 2. Sorry, because the video just got cut. Anyways, we had all this module, mindset, boom, boom, boom. Same thing for the online program. And then key quote here, your nervous system cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. That's from Psycho-Cybernetics. Incredible book on this topic, one of my favorite ones. And so assuming that, and also assuming, listen, a human being always acts and feels and performs in accordance with what he imagines to be true about himself and his environment. Imagination sets the goal picture which our automatic mechanism, subconscious mind, works on. We act or fail to act not because of will or because of the metrics, as is so commonly believed, but because of imagination. And this is the exercise that I've done for years. And what I was explaining in the online program, in the course, is I basically give them a template of an ads manager with these things blocked, and then you can edit this on Canva, and you create your own ads manager image of how much you want to spend on which ROAS, and then you visualize this thing morning and night for 5 seconds. And after 1, 2, 3 months of doing this exercise, it's not like it will magically appear in your ads manager. It's just that you're going to think different. You're going to make different decisions. You're going to ask different questions. And so the goal of the exercise is to print as many impressions as possible in your subconscious about the fact that you already spent 2.5K a day. As many impressions as possible. It changes you. And this way, well, listen, what you're trying to do, this is the most important part. Advanced. So what you want to do is you create an inconsistency between what your subconscious perceives as normal and what you see on your screen on a daily basis in the ads manager. There's an inconsistency. And the subconscious and the ego, you need to be consistent all of the time. That's the reason why if you don't consider yourself as a fitness person, if you don't see that and you try to force yourself to go to the gym, you will fail, because going to the gym is inconsistent with the way you see yourself. So I'm trying to create an inconsistency here artificially so that my automatic mechanism is working 24/7 for my real screen here to be consistent with my auto perception of me spending 2.5K a day, because I've normalized that. This is really deep. It's could be the best part of the video. So do the exercise. Recap as a checklist, and we're going to wrap up the video here. Number 1, use mindset exercises to make your subconscious mind work on your favor by normalizing new levels of scale. 2, it's key to put time and effort into achieving your own, the only creative that scales. That checklist that I gave you, put time into creating that ad. 3, with a good cold traffic offer and manual overbidding, you can have a CBO scale to 2 million euros in revenue. 4, remember that the learning phase is 50 conversions events since the last significant edit, not every 7 days. And you want to keep it under 60% always, please. Almost the last point, do not tolerate losing metrics for a long time, as I did with the free credit. It's going to break your ad account. And last one, study the sophistication of your market and the state of awareness of the potential client, looking from a mass market perspective, in your niche, and tailor your communication, your ads, messaging, offer, landing page, everything to that. And on top of it, you put all the media buying strategies, wave surfing, intraday, manual bidding, and we go crazy and we scale to as much as we want. So that's the end of the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, just creating this whole document and kind of delivering, man, what's been the last 8 years of my life, focused on scaling meta ads for clients, for people that I coach, one-on-one for the accelerator members that I love them. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching the whole thing. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. If you need any help with Facebook ads, apply for my mentorship, for the community, for the program, anything that I can help, you've got in the description a link. Super happy to hop on a call with whoever needs some help and see what we can do together. And yeah, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. More is coming. Let's go. Ciao.